Have you ever looked at a diamond ring and wondered why it costs 2 months' salary? We are raised to believe that diamonds are the rarest and most precious gemstones on earth. We are told that they are the ultimate symbol of eternal love and commitment. But what if I told you that everything you know about diamonds is actually a lie? What if I told you that diamonds are not rare, but actually incredibly common? The story of how a shiny piece of carbon became the most expensive rock in the world is fascinating. It is not a story of romance, love, or geological rarity as they claim. It is a story of monopoly, ruthless manipulation, and psychological warfare against the consumer. To understand this deception, we must travel back to the late 19th century in South Africa. Before 1870, diamonds were indeed very rare stones, found mostly in riverbeds in India and Brazil. Kings and queens wore them because there were only a few pounds of them in the entire world. But then, massive diamond mines were suddenly discovered in the dirt of South Africa. There were so many diamonds that they were literally being scooped up by the bucket load. The market was suddenly flooded with millions of carats of these shiny stones. The British financiers backing the mines realized they had a massive economic problem. If diamonds were as common as quartz, their value would crash to absolutely nothing. Diamonds are only valuable if people believe they are scarce and hard to find. So, a man named Cecil Rhodes decided to do something radical to save the industry. He bought up all the mines and consolidated them into a single entity. He created a company that would control the entire world's supply, De Beers, for the next 100 years. De Beers controlled 90% of the global diamond trade. They operated a cartel that was even more powerful than the Phoebus light bulb cartel. They took all the diamonds from the mines and locked them in secure vaults in London. They only released a tiny amount into the market each year to create artificial scarcity. They made you believe the stones were rare while sitting on mountains of them. But controlling the supply was only half of the battle for profits. In the 1930s, diamond prices were falling because of the Great Depression. People needed food, not shiny rocks, and buying jewelry was seen as a waste of money. De Beers needed a way to force people to buy their product regardless of the economy. So in 1938, they hired a genius advertising agency from New York called NWA. They gave the agency a simple but impossible goal: make people need diamonds. The agency realized that they couldn't just sell a rock. They had to sell an emotion. They launched a massive psychological campaign to invent a new social tradition. Before the 1930s, diamond engagement rings were not a standard tradition in most of the world. People used rubies, sapphires, or simple gold bands to promise their love. But the ad agency paid movie stars in Hollywood to wear diamonds in their films. They paid lecturers to visit high schools and tell girls that diamonds meant true love. And in 1947, a copywriter invented the most famous slogan of the 20th century: "A diamond is forever." This four-word sentence changed the psychology of the entire world forever. It implied that a diamond, like your love, should never be sold or broken. This was a brilliant trick to stop people from reselling their old diamonds. If diamonds are forever, you keep them in your family and never sell them back. This prevents the second-hand market from crashing the price of new stones. They even invented the rule that a man should spend 2 months' salary on a ring. That rule didn't come from tradition. It came directly from a marketing meeting room. They successfully convinced Japan, a culture with no history of rings, to adopt the custom. Today, nearly billion-dollar industries rely entirely on this manufactured belief system. But now, the diamond industry is facing its biggest threat in history. Technology has advanced to the point where we can create perfect diamonds in a lab. Lab-grown diamonds are chemically and physically identical to mined diamonds. Even expert gemologists cannot tell the difference without using advanced machines. But these lab diamonds cost a fraction of the price of the natural ones. This proves once and for all that the high price was never about the stone itself. It was always about the monopoly and the story they sold us. So the next time you see a glittering diamond in a jewelry store window, ask yourself what you are really paying for with your hard-earned money. Are you paying for a rare geological miracle from the earth, or are you paying for 100 years of brilliant marketing and artificial scarcity? The hidden logic of the economy is that value is often just an illusion we agree on. If we stop believing in the value of diamonds, the entire industry collapses overnight. But the masters of the invisible economy have many more tricks up their sleeves. If you think the diamond lie is big, wait until you see who owns your house. In the next episode, we will expose the giant corporations that are buying the world. If you want to know the truth behind the price tags, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Leave a comment below. Do you think diamonds are a scam? And check out our previous video on the light bulb conspiracy here.